Yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Joel Embiid. George out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Here's Grimes. Yep, that one's good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Outside Mitchell. From outside the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. George passes to Maxey. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
For 3, George. The shot misses. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Garland. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
And the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said, we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
Thanks for that, Allie. And yep, it's good.
Perfect use of the pick and roll. Mitchell just taking what the defense gives him.
George outside. Outside Oubre. Over Mobley. Oubre can't hit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Oubre. Back to Maxey. George passes to Embiid. Outside Maxey. 5 to shoot. Can they get it? And he takes it up and lays it in. Maxey's got 5.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Here's Maxey, following the score by Cleveland. Sinks the tray. Give him 8 points now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist by Garland.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A different look for Cleveland. Hunters checked in for Allen, and Okoro is subbed in for Strus. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Yabusele. For 3, Maxey nails it from beyond the arc.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Maxey. Over Garland. Again, Philadelphia.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Now Hunter. 1 second left. Good. He hits the jumper.
He resets off the spin and calmly knocks down the jumper.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of it. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Javonte Green out there with Ty Jerome. Then there's Mobley, then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Okoro in at small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. A nice shot by McCain.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Jerome passes to Mobley. And here's Hunter from the arc. On target from range. Hunter's got 5 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Embiid. Outside for Butler. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Jerome. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. To the paint. Hunter, a screen on Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Jerome, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavs. Darius Garland comes in for Green. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Grimes comes in for Butler. Pass to Hunter. Garland for 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Mitchell's checked in for Jerome. And the 76ers making a change here. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. George passes to Embiid. No good with the triple. Cleveland leading by 3. Outside Garland. Here's Hunter. He's got 5. Fires from deep. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. To the inside. Good D by Mobley.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
76ers trail by 3. And Maxey, here we go. Oubre can't hit.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you. Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Garland against Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Now George. High arcing shot. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
What an adjustment by Maxey. That will be available.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. There's the triple. Joel Embiid with the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oubre on the wing. Hunter covering. Oubre passes to George. Screen by Embiid. Pulls up on the wing. George, no good.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Here's Garland. Basket's good. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
Embiid passes to Maxey. A deep 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's George, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Now here's Garland, pass to Strus, and here's Allen. Embiid covers. That's good from Allen on the assist by Strus. Allen's got his first points of the game.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
The quick thinking of Garland in the pick and roll, his decision-making is so impressive.
Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jarrett Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Now here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. And Cleveland another 3.
Running the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Grimes. Screen by Embiid. There's the 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Now Mitchell. 14 feet away. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now.
2 minutes.
Here's Grimes. Checked by Mitchell. George against Strus. 3-pointer Embiid. Strus grabs the miss. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Outside Garland. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. So this man finishes the way he was built.
Maxey passes to George. And the jam by George.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Cleveland has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Garland finds Strus. Mobley outside, launches it. Rebound by the 76ers.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
George passes to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. That shot off. Good D by Mobley. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
George outside. Oubre against Strus. To the wing, right side. A nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got 9 points now in the second half.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Now here's Garland. He's got 10. Got it. Good job in the low post. Garland's got 12 points in the game.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 3. We've got more hoops coming. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then it's Thompson. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Butler passes to Embiid. Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
Once Embiid has the ball in that spot, it's lights out.
The Cavaliers lead by 4. Outside Garland. Thompson in the post. Butler covering. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball for the Cavaliers. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. Oubre, a screen on Garland. Maxey surveys. Pass to Grimes. Sinks it from distance.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
The Sixers trailing. Outside Oubre. Pass to Grimes. Oubre with it. To the middle. Here's Maxey. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Continuing to work, no give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Back to Garland. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Fires for 3. Here's Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
The guy you want to have the ball. Embiid, this man is a superstar.
Right side Garland. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Down low. Here's Embiid. Shoots over Allen. Oh, and there's Joel Embiid making a fantastic play.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Here's Garland. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Embiid can't hit. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. It's a 1-point game. Inside. Allen can't get it to go. To the middle. And it's in.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
Allen finds Mobley. And here's Strus. And nails the tray.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Embiid. He connects. And tie game. Huge basket right there.
Never one to turn down the big moment. Joel Embiid knocks it down.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey against Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it falls!
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a Timber and put up a few buckets on this squad.
And here are the Sixers now. Here's Embiid. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. What a performance.
Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Holiday. Brown outside. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Vucevic. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now, here's Ball after Jaylen Brown's miss. 1:35 left in the first. White, good.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Brown on the mark with the 15-footer.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Josh Giddey. And Trey Jones subbed in for Ball. Now here's White. Cans it from downtown. White's got 5 minutes.
I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Pritchard. And he lays it straight in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
The Celtics with the lead. And here's Brown. Horford with the screen on White. Brown outside. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Williams is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Dosunmu. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. Vucevic checked in for the Bulls. Lonzo Ball comes in for Dosunmu. Then for the Celtics, Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Drew Holiday in for Torrey Craig. Giddey finds Ball. The kick out to Williams.
Who's got ball?
Right side, Ball. Count it from 12. Ball's got 5.
And Ball proving to be a knockdown threat from mid-range as well. A terrific shooter in that area.
Back to Tatum. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
Buzelis is checked in for the Bulls. Light comes in for Ball. Jones sets the pick for Buzelis. Connects from three-point range. Buzelis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Tatum passes to Brown. And Holiday kicks to White. 1:12 left in the first half. Just 4 to shoot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Buzelis. Outside, Jones. Pass to White. To the inside. Vucevic. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Brown with the screen on Jones. Here's Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Giddey. Teardrop shot. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum down low. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Jones, the pass to Vucevic. And that one drops. Vucevic has got it all tied up now for Chicago. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And Jeff's now to send it over to Dave. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Ball. He's got 5. Outside, White. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. White's got 7 points.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Outside, Holiday. Porzingis inside. Vucevic defending. From 12 feet out, and it's Boston with another.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. And let's head over to the side. Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Porzingis against Vucevic. 6 to shoot with the fadeaway. And it's White with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Tatum from 3.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Brown against Giddey. Here's Vucevic. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Out to White. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And it's Boston with another.
And he's got such a smooth release on that jump shot. You can feel that it's just coming naturally to him.
Outside, Ball. Here's Vucevic. It'll count. He knocks it down. But wait a minute. The officials are getting together.
will be 2 minutes.
We thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting...
And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Josh Giddey. Dosumu is out there with Jones. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Williams at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Williams sets a screen for Giddey. Baseline jumper. Count it.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosumu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thanks, David.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now here's Tatum. D right on him. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, you gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
Tatum no good on the free throw. Out to White. Jacks up a three. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Outside White. Back to Tatum. Pass to Holiday from downtown. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Here's Tatum. Calling the jam by Tatum.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Vucevic. 1:21 left in the game. Fades back. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum from way outside.
He scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
Here's Vucevic. A shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. 41 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Here's White. It's all in by the Bulls.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So we see Boston get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be...
Up at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got Paul George, Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
Halliburton showing you a lot of confidence in his three-point stroke. That's something he's worked on.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Maxey with it, defended by Halliburton. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Siakam, pass to Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Maxey. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Grimes. Three-pointer, Embiid. And it's Embiid again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer. Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter of the game. And Turner with the block. Here's Nembhard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No way Halliburton was going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. For three, Maxey. Siakam pulls down the board.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Nesmith gets it to go.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Matherin comes in for Nesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. Yep, count it.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Here's Siakam. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Gets the three to fall.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
McCain. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
A tried and true way to get guys off balance. Nice pump fake there by Siakam.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's Halliburton. Count it. Good. Halliburton's got 10 points.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And so it's Indiana earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
They've got Tyrese Halliburton, Walker out there with Benedict Matherin. Then it's Toppin, and it's McConnell in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Oh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Butler passes to Edwards. Embiid, a screen on Matherin. And here's Edwards outside, on target from range. Edwards has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Halliburton looking for an opening. This one for three. Joel Embiid with the board. 76ers trail by 7. Here's McCain. The Pacers pull it in. On the wing, Matherin. To the inside. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. He's off on the layup. Indiana leading by 7. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Ali, thanks. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Matherin. Three-pointer Embiid. Oh, look at the range. Joel is good for 3.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
Siakam outside. The 3-ball connects from downtown. Siakam's got 7 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Halliburton outside. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And the Pacers making a change here. Matherin's checked in. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. George against Siakam. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D. 9 points in the game.
Ooh, cooking it up down low, it's Spicy Pete.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Here's Matherin. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Great body control allows Matherin to finish through contact.
George outside. Back to Maxey. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Off target from outside. Indiana leading by 6. Here's Nembhard. Got a hand on it. George feels it out a bit. Up top, Oubre. Pass to Maxey. And here's George. Drops in the 3.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Siakam, pass to Turner. Here's the pick. 4 seconds left. Nembhard, good.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Pacers. They lead by 5. Thanks very much, Ali. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard position. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Halliburton against Maxey. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Shoots over Embiid. Off the left rim and out.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
George outside. Screen by Embiid. George drives in. And the shot's good. George has got 11 points.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
Nembhard, right side. Outside Neesmith. Siakam for 3. Knocks down the long J. 12 points for him.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Make some noise.
76ers trail by 4. George passes to Grimes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment at the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, BA? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And the Pacers making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Clock is at 3. Fires, high post. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play, but Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Bona off target from 3-point range. Indiana leading by 4. Siakam right side. McConnell outside. Shoots over Maxey. McConnell, good. McConnell's got his first bucket in this one. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And here is Maxey. Takes it inside. Off target at the rim. And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general, but and a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Walker. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Toppin in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Oh, yes, sir! Halliburton from deep.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Embiid, a screen on McConnell. Out to the right wing. Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. A nice shot by McCain.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you.
Good job that time by Halliburton to get some help with the screen and then got a shot right off of the pick.
Embiid inside. He's against Turner. Good on the shot. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Nice shot by Turner.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Halliburton. And it's blocked by Embiid. And he's able to get it back. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 10-point Pacer lead. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the 76ers. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Oubre. The kick out to Maxey. He drops it from range.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Pacers leading by 7. Siakam, right side. Back to Halliburton. Now Neesmith. Siakam outside. Nembhard outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton misses. Philadelphia's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Over to the left wing. Here's Embiid. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Nembhard, good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
41 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Maxey passes to Embiid. Driving in. Oh, and Turner with a block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Nembhard outside to the paint. Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Andrew Nembhard. 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And the 76ers call time here. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Gershon Yabusele. 3.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, it's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So Indiana wins it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Puts it up from 12. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Here's White. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
Thank you, David. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's White. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Launches a three, and White the bucket on the assist by Holiday. White's got 5 now.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Back to Garland. Oh, and that one has the right spin on it, and it is good. 6 points for Darius Garland. Outside, White. Brown against Strus. Porzingis with a screen on Strus. That one falls.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Here's Mitchell, and it goes down 2 points.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Outside, White. And here's Brown outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Garland kicks to Strus. Mitchell dishes to Mobley. Porzingis against Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Strus's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here is Brown. Outside Holiday. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Brown with the drive. Down low. Shoots. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. Now, here's Garland. He has 6. The layup missed.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off for 3. Buries it from three-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Tatum. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Now, here's Hunter. Mobley misses. Here's Pritchard from 7. Craig can't get it to go. Okoro passes to Jerome. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. A three-pointer is right on target. Jerome's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Cavs. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Tatum. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Max Strus is checked in for Okoro. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Green. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. And here's Garland for 3. And Boston with the rebound. There's 1:59 left now here in the second. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Here's Mitchell. And it's sent back by White. Outside Tatum. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Outside White. To Porzingis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
And that one's good. Hunter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Holiday, the pass to White. Brown outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Hunter with it. Mobley, a screen on Holiday. Garland, no good. Outside, Porzingis, pass to Brown, lets the 3 fly, and no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics out in front. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Tatum finds White. And here is Brown. Makes it off the glass. And now a 6-point Boston lead.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Mitchell feeling it out a bit to the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Here's Strus, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Strus has got 5 now.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. 3 on the clock. Porzingis can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 4. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Garland. Takes a 3. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9.
Well, I like the no hesitation. Darius Garland knows you have to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Pass to Brown. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Jaylen Brown very capable of taking stretches of games over. Right now, he's got the entire offensive arsenal working.
Back to Garland. An easy 2 points on the layup. And that's 11 points for Darius Garland.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. And it's White with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Can't hit from in close. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
All right, fans.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Torrey Craig. He's out there with Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. Back to Tatum. Craig sets the screen for Tatum, and he swishes it right through. Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Well, the jump shot that Jason Tatum has is absolutely lethal. The form, the extension, everything is on point.
And here's Garland for 3. Sinks the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jason Tatum maintaining his concentration?
Outside Garland. Pulls it up. Nice shot from the wing. Garland's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David.
That's just tremendous length. Exceptional hands, Jared Allen. Nice and easy.
Tatum finds Holiday. Back to Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Mobley.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact. Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Mitchell outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
Jason Tatum under duress at the shot clock. Big moment, no problem.
Mobley against Tatum. Pass to Allen. Porzingis with the block. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Inside. The kick out to Brown. And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Down low. Mobley inside. Tatum on him. Mobley misses. Shoots the 3. Tatum no good. Lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Garland kicks to Mobley. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And now we've got the intentional foul.
His first. Second team foul.
.35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum draws the double. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Holiday. White with it. There's the double team with Allen. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Good on the triple. Tatum's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Here's Mobley. Garland way outside. And they recover it. Knocks down the 3. Here's Holiday. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's good.
the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. Here's Grimes. Pass to Oubre. For three, Maxey buries it from three.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. It's a three-point game. The three from Banchero. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Embiid. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass on the layup.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Banchero. Suggs outside. 5 on the clock. Banchero with a screen on Maxey. Suggs with the bucket.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness, fighting through the contact.
Outside Maxey. Up top, Embiid. 1:49 left in the first. Buries it down low.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Banchero outside. George against Wagner. For 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Caldwell Pope with it. Wagner outside. Inside, Banchero. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Grimes, the pass to George. Offline with a 3.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And he slams it in one-handed.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. Here's George. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
We've got Cole Anthony, Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Goga Bitadze, and it's Black in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Anthony with a bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
76ers trail by 6. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Down low, Embiid puts it in.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The 3 from Banchero drains the triple. Banchero's got 10 points in the game.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Here's Embiid. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Wendell Carter. He's
powerful.
Yes!
I mean, you talk about it factor, Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. Let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Oubre. Six to shoot. Releases. Philadelphia with another miss.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Now Suggs puts up a three. Joel Embiid pulls it down. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's McCain. Jacks up a three. Yabusele, look that.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The three from Suggs. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Embiid. With the teardrop. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
Once Embiid has the ball in that spot, it's lights out.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Suggs outside. Pass to Batase. Back to Suggs. Outside Carter. Wagner with it. From deep. The long distance three is buried. Wagner's got 6 points.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
50 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Maxey. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Caldwell Pope to the middle. Wagner goes back up. Outside Carter. Oh, from deep. The offensive rebound. Suggs outside. And another shot. Yes, on the jumper. He's got 6.
They're too easy. I mean, for Suggs, he makes that in his sleep.
George feels it out a bit. The shake. And he comes up with a bucket. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside, or did coach have some new ideas for them?
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then it's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Maxey surveys. To Embiid. There's the three. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They lead by 7. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. And it's Wagner missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 12. Oh, the process! Embiid flexing his muscles.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
Back to Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Carter, a screen on Oubre. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And Banchero gets it to go.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Outside Oubre. For 3, George. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Banchero. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Yeah, when it's all clicking, Banchero is dangerous. Look at what he's done so far.
Embiid, a screen on Wagner. George for 3. And the 76ers another 3.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Banchero surveys. 35 seconds left in the third quarter here. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
It's so hard trying to throw Banchero off balance. He's superb at finishing through contact.
George against Wagner. Now George. 17 points in the game. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Here's Grimes. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Banchero left side. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Magic up by 4. And coming up as soon as we... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Banchero. Cole Anthony out there with Goga Batadze. And it's Black in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Embiid with it, working on Batadze, and he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Orlando.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Banchero no good. 76ers trail by 5. And it's Butler off the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. First one falls for him. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batadze. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. George outside, down low. Here's Embiid. And Embiid with the slam.
Woo, throw it down, big man. You gotta love seeing Embiid rise up and just throw it down.
Here's Banchero. Banchero brushes off the contact and sinks the shot.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Over Carter. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Maxey. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Wagner for 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Magic lead by 5.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Embiid. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Wagner outside. They set the pick from the arc. Rebound by the 76ers.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Oubre passes to Grimes. Maxey on the wing. To the wing, right side. Up top, Oubre. Pass to Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. To tie it up. Nails it from 3.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Here's Embiid. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Embiid's got 14 points here in the second half. Banchero outside. Carter, a screen on Oubre. Banchero on the take. Suggs outside. Lets the 3 fly. Joel Embiid with the board. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
To take the lead. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Suggs surveys the D. And Carroll left side. Over Oubre. Oh, offline. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here's Maxey. On the wings, it's Caldwell, Pope, and Wagner. And Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Embiid. And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist from Suggs.
Now, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Suggs against Maxey. Here's Embiid. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Embiid's got 30 points. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Pass to Banchero. Good work defensively by Oubre. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Maxey finds Oubre. Now Embiid. Over Carter. Embiid misses. To the inside. And he sinks it.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
And here is Maxey. Embiid inside. Carter's there. And he buries it. And he's tied it up. What a shot. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. A 3 off the inbound. Oh, the trifecta.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
Here's Embiid. It falls! And that one brings him within 1.
The guy you want to have the ball. Embiid, this man is a superstar.
Suggs with it. Picked up by Embiid. Yes!
And they aren't over the limit yet.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Grimes. The 3. This is the 3. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expected this.
Is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. Now Nembhard, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Porzingis against Siakam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Boston. Tatum passes to Holiday. From deep. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by White. Tatum's got the opening field goal of the game for the Celtics.
That's what makes Tatum so dangerous. Offensively, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective.
And Turner kicks to Siakam. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. They set the pick. The three. Traps in the tray.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here is Tatum. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Tatum. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Halliburton. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. And Indiana, another three.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Neesmith. Siakam outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot by Turner, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Horford with a screen on McConnell. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's McConnell. Shepard the pass to Siakam. Good work defensively by Horford.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. To the paint. The kick out to Brown. A putback. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Torrey Craig. He's out there with Horford, and it's Pritchard in at the point. Such a wide open look. Hauser's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Walker finds Mathurin. Here's Toppin, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there. Tatum against Halliburton. Lets it go from 11. Good as the jump shot falls.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Walker. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum, and Holiday has it in the corner. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Craig can't get it to go.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Halliburton. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. That evens the score. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
High IQ play by Halliburton, breaking down the defense with a pick and creating for himself.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Some changes for Indiana. Siakam is checked in for Walker. And it's Nesmith in for Halliburton. And then for Boston, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. Turner finds Siakam. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Siakam's got 8.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Brown outside. They get it back. Back to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Turner for 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size. He shoots it so well from the mid-range.
Outside Turner. And Siakam throws it down. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Down low. Nesmith covering. Down low. And the layup is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics up 1. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Neesmith in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
And White kicks to Brown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Nemhard. That one, no good. White with the defensive effort. Pass to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Brown wide open, he fires. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner, looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Celtics. On the wing, Holiday. Turner covering. The kick out to Tatum. The 3 ball. The rebound by Turner. Now, here's Neesmith. Not a lot of room. Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. No one covering. Neesmith has got his first 3 points of the game.
And very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Misses the 3. Boston leading by 7. White with it. Still scoreless. Holiday looking over the floor. With his first shot attempt, kept alive. Pass to Porzingis. Buries the long-range jumper. Porzingis has got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Tatum.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game. There's 14 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's McConnell. Here's Siakam. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's 15 points for Siakam.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback.
And so it's Boston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Boston, they've got Horford. Jason Tatum is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. Horford gets the bucket. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Tito Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Pacers trail by 9. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Quick thinking by Halliburton, sensing the separation immediately and pulling up with confidence.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitation. He wants to talk to the team right now. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Turner.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Brown dishes to Holiday. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead. And it's Halliburton penetrating. It's Nembhard on the wing. Back to Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Holiday with the 3, sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Holiday against Halliburton. Lets it go from the wing. Good on the shot. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. There's Brown with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
So unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like that.
I mean, something else, man! Wow.
And make it happen.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Hero finds Wiggins. Inside, here's Ware. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Team foul. Ware, his first team foul.
Outside Garland. To the paint. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Allen rolling with some force, or at least the force he can muster. He can be useful in the pick and roll.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Mitchell, good.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. To the middle. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And that size and versatility make Jared Allen so hard to defend.
And here's Burks. Wiggins outside. Over Strus. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Burks.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
A minute 31 left to play in the first. Mobley, a screen on Burks. Adebayo with a steal. Pass to Burks. Adebayo, a screen on Allen. Burks for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Mitchell. Rebound Miami.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Garland, the pass to Strus. to end the run. He buries it from three.
I always wonder about those bigger guys, how much easier a read is like that, and Allen finds the open guy set up to shoot it.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wiggins. Soft touch off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell from outside the arc. The rebound by Ware. Here's Adebayo. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Heat leading by 1, and we'll get the second quarter up. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Duncan Robinson, Kevin Love out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Pass to Larson. Fires from deep. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside, Green. Here's Jerome. Mobley, a screen on Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Mobley throws it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. There's a screen by Love. Hero on the wing. His first shot attempt. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Pass to Jerome. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, BA, it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. It's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Hunters checked in for Cleveland.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 12.
And so here is Miami. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And he lobs it up, and stolen by Mobley. Strus finds Hunter. That one falls. Hunter's got his first basket.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Back to Hero. Over Garland. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Hero can beat his opponents from all over the floor. He can get that shot off so quick.
A minute 31 left to play in the second quarter. Mobley passes to Hunter. Back to Mobley.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for
And he knocks down the first one. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. And both free throws good for Mobley. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Burks passes to Robinson. Back to Burks. Pass to Robinson. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Strus with it. Now Wiggins defending to the paint. Here's Mitchell. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Mitchell's got 7 points.
In standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Robinson on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. And Wiggins knocks down the three.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of this one. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. Heat trail by 3. Outside Robinson. Here's Ware. Adebayo with it. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Wiggins. And again, Miami with a triple.
Getting Wiggins something in the catch and shoot. That's just good offense. It keeps him in a good rhythm.
Hunter with the ball. Puts up a deep 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Well, now we have some time to... Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Outside Garland. Mobley up top. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Here's Ware. Burks for 3. Fires in the triple. Burks has got 6.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. From behind the arc. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Wiggins finds Hero. 90 seconds into the second half now. And the Heat, another 3.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. A strong move by Mitchell inside.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. Has to Ware. And here's Wiggins. For the lead. And the Heat, another 3.
And Wiggins, right now, it's a buffet out there. He's getting everything he wants in spoonfuls.
And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Adebayo is screen on Strus. Wiggins has space and is good. Off the back rim and in. Wiggins got 15.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
From deep, Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Here's where Allen defending. Wiggins. Oh, look at Wiggins. Takes the hit and finishes strong.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Back to Garland. Pass to Strus. 4-3. And Hero grabs the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And finished off by Adebayo.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Allen. Pass to Strus. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Strus has got 6 in the quarter. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Hero for 3. He can't get it to go. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Heat, Duncan Robinson is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Jovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Hero, and there's another one for the Heat.
Such a smooth shooter. Assertive Hero right now on offense.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Thompson. Hero against Garland from about 19, and it falls all over the rim and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
The defense looked a little bit confused on that play as Garland moved nicely.
Jovic passes to Hero. They grab their own miss. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. Back to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Hero for 3. Jerome grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Thompson passes to Garland. Back to Thompson. Rebound Miami. Hero's got 4 rebounds now. Jovic passes to Robinson. Now here's Hero. Puts it up. Hero with another miss.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Larson. Hunter covering. Hero outside. 1:51 left in the game. And it goes straight through with a swish.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
For the Cavaliers, Jared Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Jerome. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Oh, and look at the strength of Wiggins right there.
And Wiggins committed to help the team out offensively. Big shot.
Hero against Garland. From deep, Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game. Garland against Hero. Pass to Burks. here's Hero. He's closely guarded. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Tyler Hero in the zone.
Now Garland. Mobley, a screen on Hero. Now Strus. Excellent D there from Wiggins. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Hero against Garland. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it. Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these. And Garland stepping up to knock one down.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Seconds left to play in the fourth. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one's on Darius Garland.
And the defense kind of forced that tricky play from Hero. He still gets the shot off while being fouled.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
23 seconds left in the game. Cash! And tie game! Huge basket right there.
Oh, what a make by Garland. That takes ice water veins to get done.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Hero outside. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And Miami has possession. Oh my! What a shot!
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.